Hey guys, what's going on? Drax here, back again in Ark Survival Evolved here on the Pooping Evolved server. Hope you guys are having a good day. My day is going pretty darn well, and I am just running around on the Mammoth here, gathering berries. That's right, gathering just a ton of berries. And a lot of people were saying, you know, the Mammoth would be obsolete. The Mammoth would no longer be a necessary part of the gathering process for any particular material now that the beaver came out. And you know, I gotta disagree. Like, you know, gathering berries is still really great with this guy. It's practically the only way to handle the situation. I'm gonna actually drop the wood that I've picked up, that way I can run a little bit faster. But yeah, I mean, the beaver is awesome, especially for gathering wood and stuff, and like you deal with those weights and everything. I don't know what the top end of those weights and everything are, but, you know, it's one of those things that I don't think that's that big of a deal. But what we're going to be doing today is, last episode we hooked up the industrial cooker. This episode we're going to be making dyes. So we are going to make dyes. We're going to paint a ton of dinos today. We're going to put up some pictures, and I hope that you guys will enjoy this episode. If you do, please hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And, yeah, we'll be right back. Alright, my apologies for that. I was a bit of a noob and forgot to do something to one of the videos that I was putting out today. And so I was like, geez, I gotta hurry up and change what I'm doing and yada yada. Alright, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making dyes. And basically how I'm going to be handling this is I'm just going to be throwing in just a large amount of berries. Like berries. And so we're going to be doing this with a bunch of the different colors here. The only berry I don't need is Mejo. If I'm correct in that assumption, Mejos don't actually make any kind of dye. So that's good. Yeah, we're a little over encumbered now, so we'll walk up here. I'm hoping to make just a ton of different dyes this episode. And like I said, we're going to be putting up some pictures and stuff. I think that could be really cool. Could be a lot of fun, and we'll be just doing a bunch of different stuff here. So I'm going to turn this on, and we should start to see some dyes cook up like relatively quickly here. I only had the 20 charcoal to start. I've burned through a lot of my charcoal. I've been doing some preparing for some PvP, so I have a bunch of other stuff. 24. Why is this not working? About how long does this take to make dyes? Water 0, not 0, not irrigated. Not irrigated, but it's got water in it. What? What the heck? All right, turn that off. Is there something wrong with this tank? Let's demolish the tank. Get our materials back. Let's demolish this pipe. Okay. And then if we come inside, we'll connect the pipe up to it now. No. No. You're kidding me. Oh. Alright guys, looks like I'm going to spend some time here and gather up the resources for another industrial cooker. Alright guys, I gotta admit, it takes a lot for me to get frustrated at a video game. This has officially frustrated me. And I don't know if this is, well, it looks to be, by going off of the forums, that this is a common issue and that it can't work like this. But I put the industrial cooker up here because I was like, all right, well, I'm right next to it. You know, there's no way that it cannot not work. And, you know, it just, from what I'm reading, the industrial cooker can only be irrigated by something with an intake. And guess what? I am so far away from water that there is no possible way that I can do an intake. mean, I could. There would be a huge pipe running through the sky and running down to the beach over there, but I just don't want to do that. And the fact that this does not work with a closed loop system has got me frustrated. Very, very frustrated. And I didn't run into this last season because I was closer to water and I did run water up and everything. But this season I didn't want to do that. I wanted to, you know, run it like this. And I had a couple of suggestions from people in the forum say, you know, you put a tap over the top of it and it'll work and everything. And I gotta, it doesn't. It doesn't work. Like, you can see there's a tap right there. It's not irrigating the system the way that it should be. It's just not getting water. And I don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm frustrated beyond belief that this is how this works. And this thing came out in like December. We're in February, almost March, and this hasn't been fixed yet. Are we for real? Arc devs, wildcard, are we for real? All right, guys, small moment of relief here. I don't know if this is intended, I don't know. But I put water in here because I was like, you know what? I want to just get it over with and everything. And all of a sudden, it just started working. It's definitely got to be a weird bug, I would assume. I'm not 100% sure. But it's definitely not intended to work like this, I don't think. Like, it's almost like it recognizes that it has water, but it can't access that water unless it knows it has water from another source. Like, it doesn't, like, the, the tanks don't, it doesn't think that it actually has water from the tanks. It thinks it has water, that it doesn't get any large amount of water. So, I'm torn. I'm so torn on how this thing is legit supposed to work, and it's not quite working the way that I'd like it to, but, hey, we got dyes now. So we're getting kind of a lot of them too. So let's see. We'll type in type, and then we'll just pick up all of the dyes we have here. Stuff actually weighs a lot, which I'm a little surprised by. Put that back. Type consumable, not that, dye. Let's just type in dye. It's much easier that way. If you guys, coloring. I'm sorry, coloring. All right, so we got a good chunk of colors here. Outside of that, you know, there's some other stuff in here. I do want to make up some with the gunpowder. I want to make up some with the spark powder. But I am going to have to get some more berries. But I want to do some painting because I'm aggravated and I need to see some progress. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my inventory is too heavy to jump. Let's see. Let's throw those in there, and now I should be able to jump. All right, so what we're going to be doing today, like I said, is we are going to be painting. And I have a few ideas here. So this is the top one. So I want to do not a dye sheet, but a kibble sheet. So the kibble sheet's actually... Oh, wait, this is probably going to be a little too short. So why don't we add... we'll grab this. I just want to grab two more. 1, 2. We'll line these up. I thought this would be pretty cool to do. I seen one of these last season, and I wanted to check it out last season, but I never got around to it, and so I thought I'd check it out this season, and we'll kind of see how it goes. Let's see. Oh, we're just a little too far out of range, really? Let's see. What can I do? All right, well, we'll just do... We'll start with this. So this one should be 3. So we'll select that and we'll dye that. Okay. This one. Excuse me? Is it really that far out of the way? All right, this one should be 4. Okay. This one here should be 5. Okay. This one should be 6. All right, we got that one. This one down here should be 7. Just like that. Okay, and then this one down here should be 8. And then we should be pretty good from there. So yeah, that's a good chunk of them. We could kind of see, you know, what the eggs are, what the fruit is, what the jerky is. So that's cool. Let me see if I can get, I guess my trike would probably be best. Let's fly up here just a little bit. And let's grab my trike. He's probably going to be best suited for the job. So yeah, the thing with the cooker, it ticked me off, but you know, it's somewhat working, so I've forgiven it. Oh, I can't fit through there? Really? Alright, so I wonder what is my best option here to get to that height. I could make not one of those. I could make, do I have anything that I can use for this? Let's see. There's no, I mean, there's ramps. Let's see. Do I have any ramps left? I got a ramp left. Let's make a ramp. All right, so 8. Let's come up there. That should actually work out well for us. All right, so this one should be number 1. Just like that. Okay. And then this one should be number 2. All right. Cool. All right, so we have got a full list of dino kibble, and it's you know, fairly accurate, or I'm assuming it's fairly accurate, but it looks like it's actually really good. I have to look up and, you know, just verify some of these recipes, but I think that's pretty sweet. I've got a few other things that I want to try and do here, so I want to check something here real quick. We'll just check it on this canvas. This one I want to do is 6. So yeah, let's do this. I want to do this kind of in different spots around the base. All right, so we'll grab those, kind of put this stuff away. So yeah, number 8. I'm gonna put number 8 right here. We're just gonna paint a little picture. Oh jeez. All right, so let's paint this little picture. This one right here. Deadpool canvas. Let's see how this one works out. I'm excited. I wanted to see this one in person. Come on, let it load. Let it load. Let it load. Didn't even want to load anyway. All right, come on. This one's taking a while. This one is definitely taking a while. All right. Okay, that one's pretty slick, if I do say so myself. And then over here, let's do, you know what? I think I want to do this one in here. Let's do this one in here. And we'll do 6. So we'll do 1. Kind of line them up like that. 8. Like so. And you just line them up like real good in here. And it should work out pretty well for us. Get that. Awesome. Okay, so then we'll have this one here will be number 5. Okay. Then we'll get into, come on. Gosh, this one takes forever, doesn't it? No joke, right? No joke on the paintings. Look, I wonder how much. Yeah, this one's gonna look cool too. All right, so this one's gonna be number 6. We'll paint this one. This one shouldn't be nearly as bad. I hope I've got everything lined up right. You know, that's gonna be one of the things too, is you have to watch, is make sure everything's kind of lined up correctly and everything. take a sip of my water here. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Since I've got to get my trike, I'm going to get my trike. I'm going to finish this one up, and I'm going to do a couple more, and I'll bring you guys back. All right, guys, I've been running around doing some painting and working on some other stuff, but here we have Vision. Vision is all green with a little bit of a orangish glow, or not glow, but like lines around him for the outer edge of his suits, and then the red face. I like him. He's not bad. I wish the green was a little more green. And I didn't see a gold color, or at least out of the ones that I had made. We've got a couple of pictures up here. We have a dye chart, so if you ever wanted to see how to make dyes, they're all on there. And you guys seen the kibble chart. Then over here is our Deadpool picture. We saw that one. We've got another Deadpool picture right over here. This one's a little funky with the way that the wood on the canvas is played out, but, you know, it's not that big of a deal. We got Scarlet Witch that I painted. The wings are actually pink and the body is magenta. And then we have Wasp, which is right up here, who's all painted black, but is not really black because black doesn't show up very well on these guys. And then we have Quicksilver, who's wearing a blue suit with a silver stripe, which is awesome. So yeah, we're going to come down here. I'm also working on this as well. I've made all of the riot gear. This stuff was not cheap in any way, shape, or form. So we'll go ahead and we'll take that. We'll shut the machine off just so it's not so dang loud. And then let's go ahead and put this on. I've seen it on Z, and I think that armor is just sweet looking. Like that looks baller. If I do say so myself. I'm gonna go. I'm torn. Like, I don't know if I want to go. I gotta go Captain America style, right? Right? I've gotta go Captain America style. Let's see here. Where are our colors? We need white. Is there any white? Like plain white? White. There's no white whatsoever. Really? That's kind of surprising. That's silver. I mean, I guess we can rock the silver. It won't be the most patriotic colors there are. I don't think I'm going to do brick. I think I'll probably stick with regular red. But let's grab a little bit of that. Okay, and let's try this. Let's try it on the torso. That'll probably be the main section. So we've got that. All right, so I'm thinking this needs to be blue, and I'm thinking the undercoat needs to be blue. I'm thinking the stripes need to be white. Those and those, and then we'll make this red. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Then we'll come over here to the legs. We'll kind of do the same thing. So the undercoat will be blue, and then a portion, I think of that will be blue, and then we'll do the red stripes. Actually, red. Yeah, I think that can be red. And then we'll come back over here and we'll make this the white. All right, so we're going to rock the Captain America colors. I'm actually really excited about this. All right, so blue to start. Let's see. I think I'll do blue these. We'll do red this, and then white this. Just like so. And then on the helmet, we've got a little bit to worry about here. So blue. Let's see, what is this? Okay, so it's like that intersection. Let's do that white, and let's do this white, and then let's do this red. There we go. And then the hands, we're gonna have to do those, and then those. We'll do some white on the straps, and then these can be red. All right, so there we go. We are basically Captain America. That looks so cool. All right, so we got to find our shield. Where's our shield? Hold on. I don't necessarily want the riot shield. We'll use this shield. Can I paint this? Oh, I can. Awesome. Okay, so the front of this shield, we'll do blue. So this can be white. The outlines can be white. The top can be red. And I don't really care about the back. The back's fine. But that looks awesome. Oh, man. Oh, man. What do you guys think? Oh, hold on. Let's get out here. Bum, ba-da-da. Oh, yeah. I feel like Captain America. Like, I'm like ready to punch something. Oh, man. Oh, I hope you guys liked this episode. I know I did. It was a lot of fun to hang out and to get some dyes going and everything, get some color in our base, and I'm looking forward to it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.